Hello, just wanted to explain a little bit more about reading. Now, we as adults know you pick up a book, you hold it up the right way, you turn the pages, read the sounds. Absolutely easy. We forget that we've had to learn those skills. So the skills that you can teach the children while you're reading them a book or using the books that you have from school is really valuable. Something just as like holding the book the right way up. It's really, really important, and we know that, but we have to teach the children those skills. Turning the page. It's quite easy to turn a few pages at a time, but that skill of one at a time is quite challenging. So books vary. Obviously lots of different choice when you go to the library, from school, at home, all sorts of things. And reading can be anything. So it can be picture books, it can be words, it can be cards that you've made to create a story together, it could be a magazine, it could be anything. So as soon as we're trying to teach the children to read, we need to explain to them that it's not just from a book. You read signs, you read all sorts of things on the telly. So it's really important that we encourage them to read lots of different variety. So I wanted to explain a little bit more. So a page like this, for example, we'd be asking the children, how do you think that character feels? What's happening in the book? What colour are their shoes? What's the weather like? All sorts of questions that we don't want to give them the answer. Your open-ended questions, and giving them the time. And we're very quick as adults to, oh, that boy's really sad, isn't he? Because he must have got wet. We need to give the children time. Why do you think that boy feels like that? How would you feel if that happened to you? Giving them lots of time, expressive language really helps their development and understanding of how a book works and how the reading of story progresses. Now, quite a few storybooks, as you start to read them, have the explanation and these questions, especially at the back of your reading books. There is often prompts of things to ask the children, but you really want to be doing this all the way through the story, allowing them time, but obviously sometimes giving them that prompt. Oh, have you spotted that? I wonder. What do you think? All them awesome activities that we do are based from them opportunities of asking the children those questions and giving them time. Time is one of the most valuable things. When they start to come on to books that have words, you can always take turns with them if they're feeling a little bit nervous. So you might want to start Fred talking with them and reading the words. You might do every other word or every other page. Any excitement to read a book, absolutely fine. Please do not make it a chore and enjoy it with them, because sometimes you do think, oh, I haven't had time to read a book today, or it might be that you sit and listen to an audio book or watch a book on a video or a YouTube channel. Whatever you feel, there's still that opportunity to talk about the pictures, how the characters feel, how you might happen within that story if you were the character, and you could discuss what might happen next. And it's really important. There's also the opportunity to have discussion about fact books as well as the story books. And if you're really creative, you might want to start making props for their favourite story. So, famous story, Dear Zoo, all the different characters. You can choose, whatever story you like, and it could be that the children create them, not necessarily on the spoons, but you could use pieces of paper and then you can order them. What happened first? Do you remember? Did Goldilocks sleep in the bed first, or did she eat the porridge? I can't remember. What do you remember? And then you can go back through the book, discuss that with them. And then you can use those resources to act out more and more. When you leave the children to it, they will create that story on their own. So hopefully that's helped you a little bit about talking about books. Remember, take the time, ask those open-ended questions and enjoy it.
Eyes. I spray my little eyes.
What's going on here? What do you think it's all about?
All the children on the blue bus.
They are, aren't they? Where do you think they're going?
The park.
Should we see if you're right? Let's have a look then.
I get this one.
So what's happening here?
All the children on the big bus.
And where do you think the big bus might be going?
To Big Girls School.
Big Girls School. Let's have a look then. And what's going on here?
Speedy not boat. Letters.
Letters. Good girl. And what is that letter? And what begins with S? And what's that?
It is a fast boat.
Or a
Speedy boat.
good girl. And what else begins with S in that picture?